Did somebody get hurt? It looked like we saw some action going on over there with some red lights.
No, that's our cart going over there. So
I know,
nobody
but
gets hit. Nobody gets hit. So, but no,
Guess
nobody
I can
got
relate
hurt.
to that? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll get you a cart for the basketball.
Thank you.
Game. Yeah. Nobody got hurt, so
Yeah.
we were fortunate so far. Really, like I said, the biggest thing of major injuries are Campos and Zeb, and we look like we're going to be back to full strength. We had some guys that were nicked up and dinged up that were back to practice yesterday, and a couple other guys that we hope to get back by the end of the week. So, I think hopefully we'll be at as full strength as we've been since probably the midway part of camp by hopefully Friday or Saturday.
You said you were going to put out at least a new in-house depth chart
Right.
over the
Did
weekend.
he send it to you?
Yeah, no.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think you want to see what he sent out.
What were some of the biggest changes you did make?
I don't know if there was any glaring changes. I still think there's battles right now. Special teams wise, for sure, in a multitude of positions on the special teams game. I think offensively, if you look at that of, still trying to sort out exactly who plays and how much on that offensive line. The receiver spots, again, how many reps is everybody getting? I think as much as who's starting is how many reps are you playing? Tailbacks, I think, those guys kind of have solidified themselves as the one with Michael, and then the two freshmen is kind of splitting the 2 reps, between the two, and, continuing to push for playing time. And both guys had good practices today. Defensively, again, defensive line, I think is probably what you see is what you expect, but who's the twos? Who's playing? How much are those twos going to get? Are they equal reps with the ones? Is somebody going to play a little bit more? Safety and linebacker, right now I think we kind of know what we have, and again, it's and you guys know this. How much is who's playing in dime? Who's playing in nickel? Who's playing in certain personnels? That's still shaking itself out, and I think that's as much as anything right now for us.
What about kicker with Nendon Francis?
Yeah, if it ended today, Cole's definitely going to be our starting place kicker, and Francis would probably be our kickoff guy. Both those guys have had good camps. So, I'm excited for both of them, and I expect both those guys to play.
Who's your starting defensive line if you had a game tomorrow?
Well, I think, again, Mitchell had a great camp, continues to do really good things. Would start at one defensive end spot, our interior defensive line with Vernell Trent and Tuck. And then, Gabe Luna continues to play really well for us. But again, there's a lot of guys, at the defensive end spot. Justin Thomas has had a good camp for us. The Leo spot, Jaquan Bailey continues to play really well for us. That interior defensive tackle, man, there's a lot of names in there. But, I think those guys have consistently risen to the top.
You get it, though, the interest that people have in Mitchell. I mean,
well, to me, it's got to be one of the greatest stories in college football this year. Here's this kid that missed a year and a half, and we didn't give him anything. It's not like we gave it to him. I mean, Justin Thomas is a pretty good player, and J.D. Wagner's a pretty good player, and this kid has consistently risen to the top. And that doesn't say anything negative about J.D. and Justin. It just kind of says, I think, what kind of character.
Will you be glad once all this gets done?
Well, I'm
and
anxious.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
I'm just anxious to play.
Yeah.
Where are we? When the bullets get live, we try to make it as tough and as hard as we can, but until you get out under those lights, you can put whatever name you want on the depth chart. It's a matter of who plays consistently, and who plays, when they have to play. And to me, the more guys that we've got that are able to do it, and you guys know this, depth is such a huge piece of the league we're in and what we play, especially on defense today, that you got to have multiple people that are out there playing, and it's just the nature of college football today. So as much as depth chart, it's again the reps and who plays and when it's really critical, and third down and red zone and goal line, and I think those are things that are really important for this team, and I still want to see that. I want to see who can stand up and do it when the lights come on and that stadium's packed.
Now that school started, you can have everybody back. Are all the scholarship guys now everybody here?
Yeah, I think for the most part everybody is here right now. Everybody right now is on the football team in some way, shape, or form. Is everybody practicing? That might not be the case, but everybody is on the team.
Is that Nigel?
Nigel is on the team and practicing right now. He will not play in the first football game, and he's kind of he's still earning his way back. But to Nigel's credit. Nigel has done everything we've asked him to do and kind of went through the process, missed a bunch of camp, and has kind of come back and starting on ground zero and working his way back.
So who is in practice on them?
Who isn't? The only guy we don't have practice right now is Bobby Leith.